existence I've seen many men building up the castles right upon the sand. That's in the storm was stirring. The castles blew away in the whirlwind. I left a man homeless in the land. I left a man homeless in the land of sand. Left a man homeless in the land. I left a man homeless in the land of sand.
Now through my travels I've encountered a bountiful amount of doubt into the words that can move mountains and supply the water for the fountain, which I was drinking on this thick humid day, where I met this man by the bay. Seaside he resided, then he invited me over to this weird construction site. I decided to delight myself in asking lightheartedly, what is your purpose in this clamor? He replied, clamor? Yes, all this hammering and drilling on the sand. It is my land, my future home, where I'm gonna roam for all my days as a man. Then I'll leave it for posterity, but there's no stability in your foundation. He just ignored me. I walked away screaming futility, futility, everything is futility.
In my existence I've seen many men building up the castles right upon the sand. That's in the storm was stirring. The castles blew away in the whirlwind. I left a man homeless in the land. I left a man homeless in the land of sand. Left a man homeless in the land. I left a man homeless in the land of sand.
Now down by the seashore the very next day, my eyes saw a sore sight, the man by the bay. I had a lot of foresight in this matter today, so I spoke and choked his ignorance with the quote. Told him about the parable of the man who built this home upon the sand. Don't forget about the tidal wave that came crashing down upon the road he paved. He thought he was brave and said he thought about that, and then he started to laugh. He built a foundation with the inflatable raft. I gasped and said, man, your house is really tall. It wouldn't take much for that skyscraper to fall. He replied, I got it covered. Gave security a nod. Man, a storm of that size, what are the odds? Besides, I got a lot invested in this, so please take a hike before you get the fist. I walked away screaming futility, futility, everything is futility.
In my existence I've seen many men building up the castles right upon the sand. That's in the storm was stirring.